My favorite kind of unboxing today, besides it being a double unboxing, got a new knife to unbox the Indy 4s. These are my most favorite unboxing for sure, because I designed most of it or part of it or is involved in the process, and it's just more fun to do that. And this is either the final version or close to the final version. I haven't seen it in person yet, so there might be a couple details we might want to play with, mess with. But if you remember, we already unboxed the prototype of the Indy 4. And if you don't know what the Indy series is, it's our oldest collaboration. It was the very first boot collaboration we did with the Indy 1 with Nix. And we're on year 4 of it, which is crazy. It's so weird to me that this is the 4th year that we've been working with Nix on such a crazy and over-the-top project. Because the Indy series is just, the whole concept of it is take the indestructible boot concept and pare it down to a point where people could actually wear it, but ride that line super close of like too big and bulky and over reinforced to where you almost can't wear it, but just under that line. And so it's a fun line to ride. It's a fun concept. It's really cool to be able to make like an apocalypse style boot. It's supposed to last as long as humanly possible, as durable as humanly possible, all within reason of actually being able to wear it as an everyday boot, as a casual boot, as a work boot, as whatever you want to do with it. And so it's really cool. So it's, I like thank all the brands all the time, but I mean it. It's so fun to do these. And so huge shout out to Nix for being able to do this collaboration and redesigning a boot every single year. It's crazy. It's just crazy that they're willing to do it. It's really cool. So I'm very thankful for Nix being able to do that. Now, let's unbox the unboxing box. What am I unboxing this box with? The Blade HQ Civivi donut. I use this all the time because it's just it's really handy, and then I just end up grabbing it because it's bright and pink. Well, we got another box from Blade HQ, which has been a really fun brand to work with because we just end up with lots of really fun knives to be able to show you guys some like tangential products. Little stickers. Kershaw knife. I like Kershaw knives. I've always been a fan of Kershaw because it's one of the only high quality boots, one of the only high quality knives I've had, and it's because I found it at a climbing Craig. Found it. I stole it from Climbing Craig. I found it at the Climbing Crag. So enough rambling. Let's open these things, starting with the Kershaw knife first. I already used that knife. What is this knife? Live wire. Live wire. I think this is a Blade HQ exclusive. Ooh. I love this. It's got that same amber kind of scale to it, or handle, and black on the outside there. And I know what this trigger does now. I learned that nearly the hard way. As soon as you push this up, a blade's gonna come ripping out of that thing. What's cool though is you can see the interior of it and how the springs are oriented and probably how it works. So I'm gonna push this up. Oh my gosh, this is so sick. Okay, so if you want one of these, go check it out at Blade HQ. I'll put the links below. This is the most fun you can have with a knife. I don't know if it's legal in all 50 states. I even feel weird looking down the barrel of it. My hunter safety training kicked in. Okay, let's do the boots. Let's get to the boots. What are we doing? Messing around with all these things. First, let's separate these. I don't know it's 2 boxes clearly, but I don't know what they are. Okay. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to this, so let's start with this one. Because I haven't even seen photos of these versions. This is my first time ever seeing it, and it's got some changes that make it way different than this one. So, we'll do it. Oh, it's taped. Problem is these blades are also so sharp right off the bat. It's almost harder to do an unboxing with the sharp blades. It'll just cut through whatever. Probably put it this way. Ooh, new Nix box style. Okay, I think this is okay, I did it right, because this is the next prototype. And These actually look very sick. You know, we tried the green green leather last time. And then the next prototype, to play with the counter, you can see they changed the counter shape. Just to make it look a little bit cleaner, line it up a little bit better. And then they also tried to do some brown wax flesh as the window panels. 1964 as the rest of the boot. That's a good looking boot. They sent me a picture of this one, and I still think this one's gonna be better, but we might have to come back to this one because this is actually really sick. It's very reminiscent of the Indie Boot series colors. This looks so good. Okay, let's unbox the other ones now. Because the next box is the one that's a lot closer to the final version, if not the final version. Because we've got prototype 1 that we have. They prototyped this a bunch and designed the pattern and everything. And then I got involved after they got, like, honestly, like the bulk of the hard work done. So there's probably other prototypes, is what I'm getting at. But these are the 2 that were sent to me. I'm like distracted talking because I think these are surprisingly cool. They are really. What last is this on? 55 last or something. That toe is really sprung. All right, enough of that. Enough ramble. Let's get to it. This is a concept we've been playing with for literally right after the Indy 3. We started playing with this concept. So this is a good one. It's been a long time coming. Oh. Those look sick. Look at that. Okay, I take it back. I like these better. With the rose Anvil Lineman patch from the Indy 2 and the Indy 3, black and green, like the boot we're modeling after. That is so cool. The question is now, do we keep the green as the Lineman patch, or do we do black? Maybe what I'll do is I'll stain one of these black and one green, maybe, and see which one we like more. Maybe we'll put it to the poll. All right, I talked to Nix. They gave me enough of a go ahead to dye these, so I'm just gonna dye it and see how this looks with a black Lineman patch and a black midsole. And I think that's it. So let's dye it real quick. And then the final version is gonna be shipped to me with all the final edits and changes for an official final unboxing. We'll go through all the details a lot more in depth instead of just talking about the general concept of it. So be on the lookout for that. But let's get to the fun part. Actually playing with leatherworking again for once in my life. Even if it is just dyeing a pair of brand new boots. Okay, how much of a mess am I gonna make today? Probably some. Might have gone a little heavy on the sole dye here. It's all right. We're just looking for a specific. Oh, Angelus. Shout out to Angelus. They actually have very smart packaging. Look at that. So you don't tip over your bottle. It's so freaking nice. If you're doing any leather work like this, or if you're dyeing stuff, if you need to paint, like I don't really call them, paint on your shoe or do any of that, like modification, customizing, repairs, all that, Angelus has a ton of really good stuff. We've used a lot of their stuff over the years, and I love them. They're a really good brand. So we'll put links below to this dye if you want to do this to your boots, because you can dye your sole stacks, you can dye a bunch of stuff, and it's fun to kind of modify your boots. I'm just gonna dye all of it, like the whole outsole and midsole and slip sole, just to get the look. Okay, how's that look? Are we happy with that? Ouch. A little before and after. I think we do black. I like that. I like that better. Now, the Lineman patch. I always make a mess with dye. Make sure I'm dyeing the right boot. Okay. Guess I don't have to worry too much about dyeing the eyelets. I'll just wipe them off. It's not going to look quite right, just because it's going to be a slightly different black. But it'll get the point across, and it will tell us how it's going to look, and if it's going to hit the mark in the way that I want it to. Yes. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, what do we think? I think black. Yeah, I like black. So I'm gonna see if I can get Nick's to do this Lineman patch black. It just makes it a little more discreet, a little more subtle, because you got plenty of pop of color here in the panels, these window panels with the really malleable, soft green leather. And I like that midsole black too. I think it just makes the boot look a little bit more finished, a little more refined, a little more true to the original with like that black and white, black and green paneling. These are cool. These turned out so sick. So, I think that's pretty much it for this video. You know, I'm gonna try them on, but I don't think these are even my size, are they? 9D. They are not my size, and there's a few little last adjustments they need, because it needs to be on the months and last, and maybe still deciding on the Lineman patch color. And I like this outsole combination. I wonder if they can do black foam instead of the gray. I like the idea of keeping it very two-toned, very like the original. But these are sick. Modernized, beefier, extra built-up jungle boot that still maintained all the little intricacies and things that made it so unique, with the flexible panels and canvas. Instead we do like a really malleable green leather. It's so sick. So be on the lookout for these. They drop July 27th, and I think we were only doing 500 again. So make sure you're on the limited edition email list, because the week leading up to that and a little bit before, we'll send you sizing information, all the specs, some exclusive content, and you'll get early access, most importantly, because the more we do these collaborations, the more popular they get, the bigger the channel grows, the faster they sell. And to ensure that you get a pair, get on that limited edition email list, because you get somewhere between 2 and 6 hours head start. We haven't figured it out yet, but you get a head start. And so you get to the front of the line, you make sure you get your boot sooner, because they do in batches, and you guarantee yourself a spot. This is so cool. I'm excited to dig into this and really make the video for it, because it's just gonna be fun. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but okay, that's it. But thanks for all you guys do. I love doing these collaborations. It is my most favorite thing to do, and it's so exciting to be able to work with some of the top brands making really ridiculous, wacky stuff, because it's one thing to work with these brands and make very normal stuff, but to be able to work with them and make this is so crazy to me. It's so fun, and it's something that, you know, every time we do this, it's more and more ridiculous, more effort, more unique, and this one is truly unique. This one is wild. So thank you guys for supporting these, and the main channel, our handmade leather goods, the collaborations, and get on that limited edition email list so you get the sizing, the lead up content, show you how to wear them, the full specs, the full breakdown, and you get the early access. So sign up for that, because these drop on July 27th, and they're gonna be sick. And I think there's only 500 available, and last time they sold pretty quick. And our kind of micro sponsors with like Angelus, and what else did we talk about? Oh, Blade HQ. So check those out below, all that stuff below. And thank you guys for all your support with these. Be on the lookout for the final video where I unbox the final pair, go through all the specs. So be on the lookout for that. See you.